Welcome everyone to Palette Town, episode 6, I believe it is. I see we left off here on the map. I can't imagine why. Let's see what damage we've got to our Pokemon. Oh, we've got an Applebee's. What the heck is this? It's a Ladybug. You know, bug types in Pokemon games I've never really gotten behind. I guess it's just the really puny HP bars that just kind of deter me from ever wanting to really use them. But yeah, this game is a huge nostalgia trip for me. Oh, the music, just like the areas. Because like I said, I've played through the games in this generation on 4 separate occasions, and this will be the 4th and 1/3 occasion. So here we are. Ghosts are rumored to appear in Sprout Tower. I remember Sprout Tower. Sprout Tower is cool. You fight a lot of bell sprouts. I remember that. We're gonna see if we can change the text speed. Yeah, there we go. Let's change this, please. I'm gonna change this to fast. So we're gonna speed up the time a little bit thanks to that. Did that save? Yes, it did. Cool. Actually, we could turn off the battle scene too. Battle style shift set. Oh, that stereo audio. Yeah, now I'm really helping these guys out. So hopefully that should make battles quicker to start. The City of Nostalgic Scents. Also the City of Nostalgic Views, because boy, it's a nostalgia trip and a half for me. Oh, do we have the badge? I have no way of knowing. No, we do not. Okay, were they grinding? Is that what was happening? Oh no. Left off on this guy, okay. Let's do this. I was always confused by those like barriers and stuff that would show up. Sometimes it would like do a picture with like grass, and I was always kind of confused at what those patterns were supposed to be, until like one day I realized, oh hey, it's just Pokeballs and stuff. Interesting that they picked Pidgey to be the first one to come out. I mean, I guess that's fine. It's not a big deal. Leveled up the Pidgey a little bit more, which is nice. I won't be taking on the gym leader right away, I don't think. I was about to use another Pidgey. I will change to our Bulbasaur. There we are. Love Totodile. Oh, is he the same level? Oh, impressive. Cool. Nice crit. Alright, I wonder what the heck... I'm really curious to see whatever the course of events was, because we apparently fought a couple of the gym guys and then just stuck in the grass for some reason looking at the map. I very rarely look at the map on these games unless I'm flying or something. It seems to me that there's a bit more animation in this game too, like when you start a battle, there's a little bit of animation frames for each Pokemon. I do not believe that was something that was initially in Gold and Silver, because it just looks a little off to me, or it doesn't feel like what I'm familiar with, I should say. I'm really excited to see what direction they go in for the Switch Pokemon game, but I'm of the opinion that it's probably going to be very similar to these RPGs. This Violet Town song is not something I'm at all familiar with either. Remember this advances a story. Became the center pillar here. I always wondered what this was when I was a kid. I always thought it was like a TV screen. I thought it was shaped kind of like my Game Boy, with the black part being like the Game Boy screen. And I guess it's a pillar. People are training upstairs. Okay. Place for Pokemon training. It doesn't appear they did anything in here yet. Yes, they did not. Okay. Might as well do some of this. I was thinking about grinding out a little bit. We'll see what level these guys are, and if they're significantly higher, I'll just go out and do some more grinding for us here. Level 3. Just plow through these guys, probably. Cool. He's got 3 of them. How exhilarating. Should level up our Flyboy here to level 12. Oh no! I also almost never use status effect moves in Pokemon, like ever. I don't think I've like made a point of using any of them in like any Pokemon game that I've ever played, which is probably just admitting my weaknesses. It's probably not a good thing to admit, maybe? I don't know. I know that there's like a crazy competitive Pokemon scene, and it gets pretty serious, but that's just an entire sphere that I'm completely unaware of. Oh, there's random encounters in here too. Interesting. I forgot about that. Rattata. Level 5. Cool. Sick tackle, bro. Does Sand Attack do damage? No, just lowers accuracy. Okay. What does Gust do? A little bit of damage? Yes, it does. Flying move. I don't remember what's weak against flying. I'll try it against a grass type once. Maybe flying is effective against grass. I'm gonna paralyze heal. That's cool. I also didn't know what rare candies were when I first started playing Pokemon, so there was like a point where I just had like 12 of them. And then I learned what they were. I'm like, oh, awesome. 12 extra levels for my Feraligatr. Yeah, that was a real smart move on my part. Oh, well, I was going to try a Gust out on this grass type. Yes, it is super effective. I remembered right. Every time I play Pokemon, I still need to get like a type chart out because I'm still not like familiar with the weaknesses and strengths all that much. I think Dragon's weak to Dragon, and then Fire is good against Grass. That's pretty easy for me to remember. Electric is good against Water. Water's good against Fire. All that stuff's pretty easy, but once you start throwing in like Psychic and Rock, I think Water's effective against Rock. I think Rock is effective against Fighting? Or Fighting is effective against Rock. I don't remember. Who knows? It doesn't matter anyways. We've got a Flyboy, and we've got a bunch of grass types, so it's nice smooth sailing for the time being. Is there something I miss up here? Yes. Found an X accuracy. I probably won't be using those. I'll leave those to Tucker and Michael to decide how to allocate properly. It'll probably be better once we actually have a Pokemon party more set in stone. But yeah, I'm going into this way more blind than I did the previous episode that I was in, because in the previous episode, which was episode 3 that I recorded, I was able to watch the first episode that Tucker recorded. We are not able to watch the episode directly previous. But this one we're just a little ahead, and I just can't, none of it's posted yet, so I can't watch any of it. I'm just going in completely blind, so I have no idea what the heck Michael was doing in the grass with the map, and I have no idea what led him to do that because of Tucker's course of events. It's a fun idea. It's fun kind of unraveling a little mystery every time you start a new game. Or just, you gotta get your footing every time. Gotta check the Pokemon list and make sure nothing's too crazy. But yeah, 15-minute chunks don't feel that long when you're playing Pokemon. I want to just keep going all the time. It looks very distinguished. What do we got? Potion. Cool. Goal is to not use that. Trying to find enlightenment. Oh, I also remember I would have like a little thing of OCD with those random encounters, and I'd always want to be like in the middle of the screen, and it would bother me when I wasn't. I thought that it would help out like my RNG or something, I think. I don't know. I wasn't a smart child. I'm telling you a lot of things about my Pokemon history that does not exactly bode well for my intelligence. At least as a child, I was not the smartest kid. Oh, he only had the one. I was wondering why it was such a higher level. It was level 6, I think, as opposed to like the level 3s. There we go. Get that sick middle random encounter. Get that good RNG going. It's another level 6 maybe? Yep. Sure enough. I don't think there's any Pokemon game where I've actually caught them all. And I've never gotten a shiny, I don't believe. I think there was maybe one time. Yeah, there was one time when I was little and I was in the grass. And it was in like Pokemon Silver, I think. So it was my first Pokemon. I was in the grass and I walked into a random encounter, and then I remember it playing like the shiny animation, the same one that my red Gyarados had, because the red Gyarados is story related in this game, and it's like considered a shiny Gyarados, I guess. And that plays like the little shiny animation every time you go into an encounter. But anyway, I remember that animation playing, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Is this like a special boss fight or something? So I just killed it, and that was it. I didn't understand what shinies were. I didn't understand that legendaries were like the things that you were absolutely supposed to catch. So I don't think I had any legendaries. It's kind of funny. Oh, new Pokemon. Hoot Hoot. He's flying. He probably won't take too kindly to my wing attack. In the sense that it probably won't be very effective. Not that it'll do more damage than I'm anticipating. Cool. Got a level 14 Flyboy. I think I'm going to go back and heal up here. Maybe do a little bit more grinding before my time here is up. They're not going to know how far I got in this tower. So that'll be interesting. They'll just have to figure that out, I suppose. Because got like 3 minutes left. And that's not going to be enough time for them to pick up on things, I wouldn't think. But those guys are smart cookies. They're probably way smarter than I am. I heard Michael, while watching Michael's episode, that he would actually catch a Pidgey and level up the Pidgey for the Elite Four when he was little. I didn't know that leveling up Pokemon was a thing that you were supposed to do. I just liked watching the yellow or the blue bar go all the way up, and I didn't really know what it meant. Nowadays, it's all I do for the dopamine hits. I build up trophy level meters. We'll be ready for the prime time. Yeah, I highly doubt that, bud. The first gym leader. Don't make me scoff. We might actually end up leaving off at the same spot I started here in that patch of grass off to the right, because I think that's where I'm going to end up going. Cool, cool. I think the party that I spent most of my time with in this game, besides just the highly leveled Feraligatr, was Tyranitar, and I had a Lapras. Remember the Lapras. I don't remember what else I had, but there's definitely the Feraligatr, the Tyranitar, and the Lapras. And I think that might have been like the main three and pretty much like the only three I really had. Time to fight some Pokemons. Super effective? Nice. We'll see if we can get Flyboy to level 15 at the 15-minute mark. Wouldn't that be cool? Here we go, another random encounter. This is fun stuff, huh? I'm gonna have to come up with, I don't know, some talking points, something to talk about while I'm just sitting here grinding. Hopefully this isn't Michael and Tucker's philosophy as well, to try and keep us leveled up for whoever plays next. Playing Pokemon without the grinding, whoa, sounds like a good fun time. Super effective, murdered it. Boy, a Nuzlocke run like this would be a nightmare. Let's see. Is it going to be another different one? Nope, Caterpie. I'm curious as to how the day-night cycles work with this too. I wonder if they'll actually remain persistent across all of our playthroughs or not. Hey, it looks like I'm going to make it to level 15 with our Pidgey before the 15-minute mark hits. Another encounter, cool. You know, Yakuza 0 is a good game, guys. I just wrote a review of it. It's very good. Listen to the Double Jump podcast if you want to hear me just lose breath talking about it for a while. I guess that's what this has devolved into, is a commercial for other double jump content. Cool, our Pidgey knows quick attack. We're gonna swap out with Bulbasaur here so that Bulbasaur can get some more levels. And I believe, yeah, as soon as I hit an encounter here, that's it. That's the 15-minute mark. Michael will be... No, Tucker will be facing a wild Pidgey.